We are ready for our first real one with my first Nashvilleian. Come on in to find a lovely lady. Over here to me. Over to me, kind sir. Oh, he was doing a runway walk. Okay, he was on the runway. Okay, my brother. How you doing today?
Good, good.
Wonderful. Would you share with these lovely ladies your name, your age, and what you do?
My name is David. I'm 60 and I'm an educator.
Educator. Very good. He'll teach you all some things. Teach us this. What makes you a real one?
Well, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. You know, I was raised by a mother who did not repeat herself. So if you only got to tell me something one time, I'm going to handle it. You don't have to nag me because my mother didn't repeat herself. Just I'm well trained.
Beautiful. Okay. Tell it one time on a real one. That's how we do it. What are you looking for in a real one?
First of all, someone who's loyal. You know, we're in this together. Don't leave me hanging. I'm not going to leave you hanging. You know, and then also a lady who's passionate about something. You know, you got to be passionate about something in your life, even if it's your kids, your family. If it's that, doesn't necessarily have to be a career, but be passionate about something so that we can have something to talk about. Because I'm very passionate about a lot of things. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, we love to hear it. It hasn't happened to you, but in relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are things you're not going to tolerate?
One. Emotional blackmail. Emotional blackmail is you hurt me, now I'm going to make you feel the way I feel, right? Instead of saying you hurt me, let's talk about how you hurt me so that doesn't happen again. Another thing is passive aggressive behavior. You know, I can't deal. If you're mad at me, just say, hey, David, you upset me today. I didn't like what you did. Okay, let's talk about it. I might not have done it intentionally, right? I might have not been thinking. But don't do the pout thing. And I'm like, you okay, baby, you all right? I'm going to ask that one time. You okay? If I get, I'm fine, I'm going to keep going. And then the last thing, I'll think about it later.
Okay, it'll come up. You got it. Yeah. You got it together, my brother. Now let's do this. What do you like to do for fun?
I'm very passionate about running. I've been running long distance since I was in elementary school.
Wow.
I ran Junior Olympics. I ran in high school. I ran in college. We didn't have professional. I wish I could be running now. These track runners are getting paid now. Yeah. I wish I could do that now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just ran a race in San Diego 2 days ago. I ran a race. They had a 5K at Essence Fest.
Nice.
I ran that
Getting
one.
it in.
Yeah, so I love running.
All
Absolutely.
right. Well, let's see if we can run it with these real ones, okay? Because we're about to start narrowing some things down, okay? The only thing, I'm not going to rush it because these real ones are obviously feeling you. No one has broken their heart. I want you to go to each of them. And ladies, you're going to share your name, your age, and what you do, just so we can get to know you more. We're going to just make this a little fun. So share with us your name, your age, and what you do.
Hi, my name is Marilyn. I'm 50 years old, and I'm a program manager.
Program manager. Let's take a step forward. Name, age, and what you do.
I'm Christy, 50 years old, and I'm a whiskey and cigar educator and experience creator.
Name, age, and what you do.
I'm Rose. I'm 70 years old, and I'm a model.
Okay. Name, age, and what you do.
I'm Philandris. I'm retired pre-kindergarten teacher.
How long did you serve?
24 years.
I couldn't do it. I can't do it a day. Kindergarten. Name, age, and what you do.
I am Vicky. I'm 62. I'm an actress, model, stand-up comedian, vocalist, dancer. I could go on and on. I work in marketing and hospitality as well. So I wear about 30 hats in Nashville.
And out of fingers and toes on that.
Okay. My life's a joy. I'm having a blast.
That's how it's supposed to be. Lovely queen here. Name, age, and what you do.
My name is Kiwi. I'm 42 years old. I am a data collection specialist for a healthcare company. I also have a background in education, and I bartend on the side and everything else.
Okay, we got a beautiful lineup for you, kind sir, David. So I am going to ask to borrow the heartbreaking device of this lovely lady, and if you need it back, let me know. But I'm gonna ask you to break one. I'm gonna be nice and just ask you to break one. We got to narrow it down. You got a lovely lineup they haven't broken. You got to make a choice.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. You knew it? No, you didn't. Well, okay, well, let's hear. Tell me this. Why were you holding on to your heart?
I liked everything I heard, and then I saw he seems to have his act together. He's not quite as tall as I like, but he's better than all the other guys that were like, fold him up and put him in my back pocket.
Okay.
He has
That's
me
good.
sweating a little bit.
Oh, okay. Because this is the popper here. So for you to not pop, that's a good thing. Tell us why you broke this heart.
Just the height. Lovely lady, like the burgundy.
Yeah, she came
like
ready.
the hat.
Yeah. But you're a runner. You don't like climbing? I mean, they could go hand in hand.
Yeah, what she said.
Okay, what she said.
Running
All
isn't
the time
climbing.
for my height. I was taller than all my teachers.
I love it.
I love it. I love me.
Yeah. I love you too. All right, let's take some steps back. Now I'm going to throw it to the queens. Ladies, do you have a question for this gentleman? We got 5 hearts remaining. Any questions? Okay, let's go right to lovely lady Christy.
Yes, thank you. So, what's your take on women who drink whiskey and smoke cigars and things like that? Some guys find it a very manly thing and not very feminine.
I mean, if that's what you like to do, I don't like cigar smoke. I wouldn't go to a cigar bar. But if a lady likes to do something, we don't have to do everything together.
That's true.
You might not want to go out and do 8 miles with me.
I don't. No, I would not.
And that's
I will never.
And that's okay. Everybody has to have something that they do that they like, so that we can have something to talk about. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's one of the most mature. Yeah, this was beautiful. Yeah, because you ain't got to do everything together. Man, remember that, Mom. Okay, let's see. Anybody else have a question? Anybody? Okay, let's take it on down to Kiwi. Kiwi, what is your question?
What am I not gonna like about you?
Okay, I'm an only child, and I'm not spoiled.
Okay.
Like I said, my mama did not play. I'm not spoiled. Neither did my dad.
Okay.
Not spoiled. But only children can tend to be a little bit selfish.
Okay.
And so when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, I'm not selfish, but as an only child, it's just innate.
Okay.
But I say, look, if I do something that's selfish, just call me on it and correct me.
Okay.
Like for instance, if we're somewhere and we're sitting at a table at dinner or at a restaurant, I'm going to go up and I'm going to refill my glass. And then sure enough, when I get back to the table, somebody's going to say, yo, Dave, you ain't asking the rest of us if we need something. I'm like, oh, man. Yeah, so I take constructive criticism very easily.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
Being selfish and stingy are 2 different things. Would you consider yourself stingy?
I'm not stingy at all.
Okay.
Not at all. I've never done 50-50. I've done 100-0. I've done 70-30 once.
I work with 70-30.
Yeah. But
All right.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right, we got one back with lovely Marilyn. Marilyn, what you got?
So, what is your take on the 50-50 as far as relationship, paying bills, things like that?
I mean, in my past, I've always pretty much done 100. It's not 100-0. It's because, I mean, even if I'm paying all the bills, the woman is contributing to my life some way, being supportive, being, there, or just being company. But there have been times when, I have dated one woman who was very wealthy. And so in that case, she could take care. I mean, I still did my own thing, but we weren't cohabiting at all. We were separate. So, yeah.
If you were cohabitating with someone.
I've always, except in one case, I did like 70-30, but every other time it was 100. I don't want to say 100-0, but yeah.
All right.
It's like Teddy Pendergrass said, not 70-30, not 60-40. Talking about a 50-50 love. Y'all too young for that one? Come on, y'all. That's when somebody loves you back. All right. Any other questions? We'll go to Philanders and I'll come back to you, Chrissy. Okay. Philanders, what's your question?
Do you have any pet peeves?
Pet peeves, I guess it would be hyper moodiness. What I mean by hyper moodiness is, now everybody has moods, everybody has moods, men and women. But I mean somebody who's 8 o'clock a.m., happy, 10, they're mad, 12, they're sad. I can't ride that.
Bipolar, quad. That ain't even bipolar. That's every polar.
Or somebody that's gets mad. You're on a trip, something happens on the trip, you get mad in the morning, and no matter what you do on the trip, you stay mad and like ruin the trip for everybody because you're mad. That's hyper moodiness. I don't like that.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
You're not hyper moody.
No.
She's a queen. She's chilling. Okay. Then we got a question from Christy. Christy, what's your question?
Do you have kids? And if so, how old are they?
Oh, I have no children.
But I gotta ask why. That's a good reason. I mean, but why? Why not? Why don't you have children?
There are ways to prevent that from happening. Actually, I've never. Unfortunately, you know, life is life. There's our plan. There's God's plan. Our plan doesn't matter. Certainly, I planned on having a family and kids. I just never met a woman that I would say I want this to be the mother of my children. Never had a relationship with one. I've met some, but never been in a relationship. It just hasn't happened. I mean, sometimes.
That's valid. And then Kiwi is asking, do you want some? Do you want children?
60? Oh. I mean, if it happened, I wouldn't run away from it. That's the best I can say.
Let's keep it going. Did we have any other questions, lovely ladies? Okay. Let's let Rose get a question in. Come on in, my man. You're doing great. No one has survived this long ever. Man. Okay. What's your question?
How do you feel about animals? Because I run a small rescue for senior abused animals.
Oh, I like animals. I don't love animals. So when I was growing up, I had every possible pet you can imagine. I even had chickens once. So we went on a field trip. I'm from Baltimore, city kid, went to the country, and the farmer said, do you want these eggs? I took them home. Didn't have internet back then, so I had to go to read about how to build a incubator for the eggs, and they hatched. And I had chickens until, if you've ever been around chickens, they tend to, after a while, mom was like, they were good till they got about rotisserie size. And
No.
chickens had to go. We didn't have chickens, so I don't know what she did with them. But yeah, I had chickens. I had a couple of dogs. I won't sleep in the. I don't have a dog sleeping in bed with me. They're dogs.
Well, I have 7 dogs, 2 parrots, Egyptian male cat, and a turtle.
A turtle.
Do they get in bed? I'm sure the turtle don't, but do the dogs get in bed and stuff?
My blue heeler that's only 9 months old, I'm his human chew toy, so wherever I go, he goes.
Is that a poppable offense for you?
That wasn't your zebra running around a couple weeks ago, was it?
Nashville.
I actually did go out and try to catch it.
Okay.
That was a real one. Wow, that's a real one right there. Are you okay with that, or are you going to break the heart?
I can't do that.
You're going to be in bed with the doggy.
I can't.
You don't want to be in bed with her, not the dog too. Is he someone that's your type though? You were holding on for a while.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And you're only breaking because of the animal situation?
Yeah.
You got a whole zoo. Okay, you got a vet. Yeah. All right, Ms. Veteran. I respect you, Doc. I respect you. Is she someone that you're type to aesthetically?
Yeah, she's pretty, nice. I like the blue. Blue's one of my favorite colors. Beautiful. Matches. Are your eyes blue also?
Yeah.
Okay, it matches the eyes. Okay.
Yeah. She know what she's doing. All right, let's take a step back because you're holding on, my brother. You got 4 hearts. I'm going to throw it to you now. Do you have a question you'd like to ask? We're narrowing it down, taking our time. Do you have a question you'd like to ask?
Okay. Would you consider yourself someone who has a shopping Jones?
Very good question.
Shopping Jones is, let's say we're getting ready to go on a trip. You go shopping before the trip, got your fits. Then we get the way we're going, but now you got to go shopping while we're on the trip. That's kind of shopping Jonesy. Or me, I can go into Kroger. If I need milk, I come out with just milk. That's it. But I know some people go into Kroger to get milk, come out with a whole cart full of stuff. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, I need help. one being,
I get the milk.
I never go shopping. What are you? 10, 1 on terms of shopping.
Let's go with Marilyn.
Okay, I think I'm probably about midway. If we're going on a trip, I'm gonna go shop, get my outfits together. But while we're on the trip, I'm gonna look, possibly buy some stuff, but not necessarily for the trip, just to bring home.
Okay. Let's go shopping Jones, 1 to 10.
I'm probably a 2. I'm more of a function. Like if I need something, I'm going to get it, but chances are I'm buying it online. I'm not spending a ton of time in the store unless it is unless I'm shopping for bourbon, then yeah, probably so. But short of that, no, I am not a shopping person. It bores me.
Okay. Shopping Jones, 1 to 10.
Well, I do love to shop, but I do well on a budget as well. You give me a budget, I will not exceed it.
That works. Okay. Your heart is broken. What are you thinking, shopping Jones, 1 to 10?
I say I'm a 3 because I do like to cook. So if I go to Kroger, I'm supposed to be in there for milk. I'm gonna get some other things that go with the milk because I'm gonna lay it out on the table.
Go make a cake.
I'm gonna do some things, you know what I'm saying? But because I like my crab legs and gumbo, and so I will cook now.
You be cooking that?
I be cooking.
Come over.
You gotta check my page. But when it comes to clothes and stuff like that, I'm really not big on shopping for clothes. I just get what I need in season, make sure everybody have what they need. I shop out of season, but I do well with a budget. But we still got to keep it tight. I still like to look nice. I just don't spend a lot on it.
All right. That gives you an idea. I got to do it because we got 4. You got to break 1. We'll go step by step. Every little step I take, you got to break a heart. What you got?
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Woo. All right. Tell us this, Philanders. Why were you holding on to your heart?
Just being respectful, and he's a good guy. I like what I heard.
Okay. Oh, he is your type.
Oh, he could be.
Okay. Okay. Why'd you break her heart?
Just of the 4 answers, that one, when it wasn't a red flag, you just have to, pick somebody.
I made you choose one. So it's my fault. I'm sorry, America.
yeah,
it's my
yeah,
fault.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a step back. I'm going to ask you some questions. Let me do my job for just a few moments rather. You don't have any babies. Have you ever been married?
Yes, I've been married twice.
Oh, okay. Why did those marriages not see till death do you part?
The first marriage, I was young.
Okay.
And she was actually from East Africa, and it was a cultural thing. I was too young to, over in this country we have, black, white, Latinx, so on and so forth. In other parts of the world they have, Igbo, Yoruba, Zulu,
Different tribes and
Oromo,
cultures,
Eritrean, and there's something that, some people call it tribalism, sometimes clanism, and so you can have, like, in Nigeria, there's you have the Igbo and Yoruba, very competitive amongst each other. And so let's say if you were, not in every case, but let's say if an Igbo married a Yoruba, that person's family might say, hey, you married outside of our culture. So that was it. Her family did not want anybody to be married to her outside of her culture.
Wow, sounds like America, low key. If I'm a little lighter, I'd be like, no. Okay. And would you look to be married in the future? Are you looking for marriage?
There was a time when I was like, absolutely not.
Okay.
I got divorced in 2005. And there was nothing wrong with my second wife. It just, people just have different things that happen in life. And, things happen in life.
Okay.
So she's a great person. We're still friends. But getting married again, I've learned to never say never.
Okay.
Because that
could be for a real one.
When you say never, you end up doing. How many times does that happen? I'm never gonna do this. And then you do it. Now one thing I'm never gonna do. Hope this isn't a deal breaker. I've never had a drink in my life. I'm not hyper religious. It's just I've been an athlete my whole life.
Wow.
And so alcohol and athleticism for me don't mix. Now if anybody wants to drink, I have no judgment.
We got a whiskey connoisseur.
I
You're
am
okay
everybody's favorite designated driver.
Okay.
I've had van loads full of inebriated people with me. Yeah.
Very good. All right. I want to throw it to the ladies, and I'm going to make you break another one. Ladies, do we have a question? Any questions? We're going to narrow it down. We're taking our time. It's looking good. Any questions? Okay. Oh, okay. We'll go Marilyn first thing. Yeah.
Do you have any bad habits since you don't drink or anything like that?
I'm too perfect, huh?
Right. Something.
I don't really, like harmful habits. No, I gave up eating. I'm not vegan or vegetarian. I do eat meat, but I gave up eating red meat a few years ago, and I finally was able to give up bacon. That was hard.
How'd you do it? How'd you do it?
I just had to put my mind. Bacon was, that was rough because it's hard to walk past some bacon.
It is.
Don't get me hungry, man.
But
all right.
anything that I guess I tend to sometimes I can be over analytical, because I was sometimes you just have to make a decision. You have to make a move sometimes. And I was in the airport a couple of weeks ago, and I could have booked a earlier flight because my flight got delayed, and I hesitated, and I was like, well, let me think. And then by the time I got through TSA, I couldn't get on that flight anymore. I said I should have just pulled the trigger. So sometimes I can be I'm left-handed. Hope that isn't a deal breaker. You know, left-handed people are analytical, so sometimes I overanalyze things. Sometimes.
Okay.
Okay. You had a question too, Chrissy? What's your question?
So what's your take on politics? Are you very political? And if you're comfortable, do you lean one way or the other? I'm
extremely political, but the person in my life doesn't have to march with me. I mean, I'm not going to force you to march. I don't want you to march because I'm marching. I want you to march because you want to march. You be fully in. So I don't push my politics on anybody, but anybody that's with me has to understand that being a political person, that world is going to be there. But I can't deal with somebody that's in the opposition. I can't. I got boundaries. I mean, I can deal with neutral, but if you over there and I'm over here, we're just gonna be fighting all the time.
So if you're marching, who or what are you marching for or about? Like which
side? Just keep it real. We won't dox you.
Anything that has to do with I'm an educator. I've been an educator my entire life. Anything, if we're marching on behalf of kids getting an education or being exposed to things or really getting my mentor told me that 50% of education is exposure. And so just a couple of weeks ago, we took some kids to the ocean for the first time, you know, and so you think, well, who hasn't been in the ocean? Lots of people have not seen the ocean, but it can be life changing for a teenager who's never seen something like that.
Yeah.
And then we go from there. Okay, now you see how big this world is. And so this little block you're on and these little people around you that might be bullying you, there's a bigger world than that. Let's go after it. So, yeah.
So, but Christy's more asking, just to keep it real, left or right or middle.
Right. Which way are we leaning?
You don't have to get crazy.
I tried to dodge the question.
I know you did. I know. No, but
I respect the sway, but
it is a serious question. Now, if you're not,
to me,
yeah, if you don't want to,
okay, no, I mean, I'll
go deep.
I'll go. You know, well, I was raised in the AME church, which was born out of protest, and so yeah, I'm extremely pro-black. Extremely. I'm not anti-white. You can be pro-black without being anti-white.
Very true. Very true.
You know, it's just like people say, well, you know, pink is what? Breast cancer, right? So if you wear pink, what is it, September? That doesn't mean you're anti-melanoma. That doesn't mean you're anti-lung cancer, right? It's just that you might have been affected by breast cancer, and that's what you're on, you know. But that doesn't mean, well, don't bring that melanoma around me or the other kind of
He don't want to answer them. Marilyn, what you say?
Dem or Republican? Like,
okay, you just want to be specific.
I do. I just
Or still just say what you lean toward. What do you lean toward, left or right?
I've always voted Democrat, but I can deal with people who base their politics in facts. You know, years ago, I was teaching at Indiana University, and I had a student he was a little Rush Limbaugh, and he saw how I was. He walked up to me after class one day, and he said, "Hey, you know, I don't think I'm going to pass your class because you see, I'm very right wing." I said, "But young man, I don't agree with anything that you're saying, but you document everything in fact.
That's important.
We can argue on facts.
That's important."
And I said, when I was in college, I had professors that downgraded me because they said, "Dave, great paper, but I didn't like your pro-black slant, so I'm gonna give you a B." I said, I'll never do that to a student.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm going to judge you on your work, and that's it. Not because I don't like what you're saying, but yeah, if it's based in fact, I'm friends with people who are supporters of our president. You know,
yeah,
but it's because of whatever experiences they've had, but we can still be friends. I'm not gonna base my friendship upon somebody's politics or religion.
Okay,
you know.
All right. Thank you for that. We got an answer. But we did get a broken heart. This is the first heart that was broken on her own will. So why'd you break your heart?
Just wanted a straight answer.
So he was veering too much, and you were like, "Hey, just forget the whole thing."
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's an educator. This man he's a philosopher of sorts too. This man goes deep.
Yeah, I was
It's not for you.
in your class.
Yeah, what? No, I'm just, you know what they say in polite company, you don't bring up religion or politics. So I was trying
to be, you know.
I was just trying to.
Evasive.
No, I'm not even. I just didn't. Just in this setting, I just didn't want to go there. Because if somebody was, but I did say that you can't be in opposition. I did say that. Like I can't. We can be friends. We
I
can be
don't
cool.
know what opposition that is.
Well, now he's made it clear.
I said
He,
I'm
he
Democrat.
left. He left in.
You know,
You said I used to vote Democrat.
No, I said I always have. And I said I had a little Rush Limbaugh in my class, and I disagree with everything he said, but I didn't disrespect him. I didn't discount him. I didn't kick him out of my class. He was heard. He had a voice. I just didn't like it. But just because we don't like something somebody says, that doesn't mean we throw the whole person away. You know?
Right.
Are you content with your heartbreak? Okay. Is he someone that's your type, though, aesthetically?
He's nice looking.
Okay. You held on for a while, so, you know. Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
Oh yeah, beautiful. I love the dress. Yeah, was it peaches? Yeah, that's
Queen.
very unique.
There we do. There we go. Did we have a question down? Kiwi, you got a question? Okay. Oh, let's walk. Let's take some steps down and figure this thing out. We are narrowing it down. It's called a real one for a reason. So let's see what we got here. What is your question, Queen?
Do you support Kevin Samuels?
Oh, Kevin. I mean, no. I mean, nah.
That's good enough for me. Okay.
Okay.
He
Very good.
was a little bit. He was alive. Yeah.
And mainly how he passed away kind of contradicted everything the brother was. But hey, you know, well, just like him, you know. All right. I don't know what to do here because we got two lovely ladies. We've got a wonderful gentleman here. We got to start making decisions. So I'm going to do maybe like a toss-up, a final thing. Where would you take these queens on a first date?
Somewhere quiet so we can hear each other. You know, a lot of places they play the music so loud you can't even think. Some place with a nice view, rooftop, see the sunset, and somewhere where we had somewhere where they have, you know, actual food that we both like. You know, I'm a seafood guy. I'm from the East Coast. I'm not a barbecue guy. Moved down here to the South. These people barbecue every day down here. You know,
I'm ready to eat something.
I used to go fishing every day. You know, so yeah, someplace like that, quiet, mostly so we can hear each other talk and really have a real conversation to start out. Yeah.
Okay. Any final questions from my queens? Christy, you got a final? Kiwi? Okay. She said he answered all her stuff. Do you have a final question for them?
No.
Okay. Let's do that. You kind of mentioned the politics is more religion. Do you want a partner that is religious or not religious or?
I
know you said you would still be
everybody
friends.
has to believe in something.
Okay.
You know, I believe in God. Absolutely. Some things have happened to me in my life that where I absolutely know there is a God. Now, I was raised in the AME church. I mean, pastors on one side. My grandmother was the choir director. You know how they have youth choir director, senior. No, she was the choir director, classically playing. My mother is a classically trained singer. So my mother, literally, she's 87 years old, been in that church her whole life. So, and I grew up in that church. But now I'm probably, you know, I respect all religions. I can go to church, I can go to the mosque, I can go wherever. The only thing that I don't like is like hyper religiosity. Like if you're a person that would have followed Jim Jones down to Guyana, nah, I can't
on that.
I can't do that.
Yeah, we don't do that.
But if,
and drinking the Kool-Aid.
You know, I'll go to church. You know, I was in church Easter Sunday with my mom in Baltimore. You know,
would you say you're a CME Christian? Christmas, Mother's Day, Easter?
Nah, I mean,
maybe two more times.
Not quite like.
Okay.
I would go more than that.
Okay, amen.
But I do believe that there's something more powerful than we are on this earth. Okay. Absolutely.
Looks like they're in agreement. So you have your heartbreaking device. We had a great time analyzing. It was almost a 1v6. You know, you had a great question time, but it's time to pop. It's time to break a heart.
Oh, man, this is tough.
It is. Two beautiful queens.
This is tough.
Unless you have a fine. Okay, dogs. You said you're okay with animals, but not too much.
No.
Do y'all have animals? Are y'all okay with the animals or? Okay, let's come down real quick. Let's come down and see what Kiwi's saying with the animals.
I like animals. I take care of animals, but I do it like outside. I contribute to nature. So like I put up a bird house and I walk outside barefoot and I take in the energy. And in my backyard, it's turtles and stuff that come and rabbits, but they outside. But I like animals. but
Not in your bed.
they're not in my bed, and they not in my kitchen, and they trained.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have one question if I can.
Yeah.
I mean, for both.
For both. We'll start here and then we'll go back. Yeah, this will be the final.
And this is no deal breaker. Do y'all have any? Either one of you have any children?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, I
And
do
how
have
old are they?
children. I have a 22-year-old, I have a 5-year-old, and I have a 2-year-old. But hold up. You don't have to take care of my children. They all taken care of. The only thing I need you to do is show my children how a woman is supposed to be loved. Anything that you decide to contribute will be extra, but you don't have to raise them. They already being raised.
Okay. Great question. Let's go back to Christy and any children.
I have a 21-year-old daughter. She's a senior in college. Yes.
So do you want? You don't have to take care of them, but do you want little toddler, or do you want 21? So that's you got to make a decision.
So make a decision now.
Yeah, got to make a decision. Oh, okay, one more. Oh, okay.
Hopefully, how do you feel about women cooking? Or whether they do or don't, is that something that's important to you? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how important?
Okay, that's one way that I am spoiled is all the women in my family, both sides, can throw down, burn. However, I wouldn't want anybody to do something that they weren't comfortable doing. So if you don't want to cook, maybe that's something that we can do together. Now I can make something to eat. Cooking and making something to eat is different.
Two different things.
You know, my mother makes macaroni and cheese. There's no measuring cup. There's no directions. She just watched me make this mac and cheese. You know, I can cook. I need directions. I can set the stove to a certain temperature. My mother taught me to survive. I learned how to make a grilled cheese sandwich when I was 10 years old. And it's a technique to making a grilled cheese sandwich without burning it, right? Yeah, so I can, yeah. So no, I mean, if we can cook together. But I am, I thought growing up all black women could cook. But
I don't cook.
But my friends would be at my house, would be at my mama's house, around dinner time all the time. And it wasn't until I was an adult that like, man, Dave, man, your mama could cook. I'm like, why you think we was always over your house around dinner time? I said, couldn't your mother cook? No, man, my mama can't even boil water.
Oh my God.
You know, so I just assumed all black women could cook when I was growing up. But that's one way I'm spoiled.
Are you okay with her not cooking though? She said she doesn't cook.
I don't cook at all. I
Ever?
hate it, ever.
You just eat out only?
A lot. I have friends who cook. My mom is a great cook, but I mean, for some people that's a deal breaker. So I want to say that up front. I will not be cooking like it's.
Can you boil water?
I can cook. It's not that I can't.
You're not.
I can. I just don't enjoy it. It stresses me out, and life's too short to do things that stress you.
So now make your decision. We don't have any more time.
Man. All right.
Oh, okay. No cooking over the babies. Okay, got it. All right. You were holding on to your heart. Tell us why.
Oh, because he came out here well dressed, well talked. You know, you spoke well. You presented yourself well. You talked about, loving your mom and respecting your mom. That's a big plus for me. I don't know. And then you kind of like my type. Okay. So it's,
Beautiful. Why'd you break her heart? Quickly.
Okay. I mean, I've dated women with children. I have nothing against it. But at this age,
it's a lot.
I would never want a woman to put her children ahead of a man. I'm not saying that. Never. I would be concerned if a woman put her children ahead of me.
Yeah.
So would not unless you put a ring on my finger. I do believe in order. Biblical order, you know what I'm saying? So my man and then, me, then the kids, it all trickles down. But before that, no. And you probably wouldn't meet my kids until we became serious.
Oh, yeah. I know some women that show up to kid on first date.
Yeah, we ain't doing
That's a no. Red flag.
Yeah, no, we're not doing
Let's take some steps back, though, because I want to see if this connection, you know what? Take a step back with me. Christy. Take a step back. I'm going to just ask a final, maybe 2 to 3 final questions. Christy, do you have a final question for him?
Well, yes, one question. So there are a lot of things that I do a lot of that you don't do at all. I agree with you completely that we don't have to do everything together and all that. I love that you're kind of the designated driver always. I do everything in moderation and responsibly. But are there any concerns that in some ways our lives are very different?
I mean, how would you say, I mean, a lot's been said. Well, how would you specifically say that you think our lives are so divergent?
Like, professionally, I work with whiskey and cigars. I I go to cigar bars probably once or twice a week. So it's a part of my life. It is by no means the only part of my life, but it is important. So would just love to know if that's, I'll drive you to, well, I won't drive you there. I'll go with you to your run. I'll cheer for you at the finish line, but I'm not running that race with you. But so just curious if there are any concerns about those differences.
No, I mean, while at your cigar bar, I'll be out doing a trail run.
Then you meet up after. All right. Then my final question is, do you both of you feel this could be a real one connection?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, it could be.
Clap it up for them. We got a real one connection. I love to see it. It's about time in Nashville. I'll take that mic, and your heart goes on that way. Y'all step off that way towards that area, and y'all are good. Clap it up for them one more time. They look good. They look good together. They look darn good. Well, if that is the case, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready.